Hello, big welcome. My name is Eddie. I'm in the beautiful Moreton Park here in Sydney near Dulwich Hill. Big welcome to my channel and welcome back if you're returning. So yeah, do me a huge favour. If you like the video, please drop a like and subscribe. So today's video is called Why Atheist Historians Can't Be Trusted with the Truth. Now the reason why I'm doing this video is because I've been sort of, as I mentioned in another video, down the sort of apologetics rabbit hole for about a year. I've been researching a lot to do with atheism, humanism and even Marxism. And because I've been going down Speaker's Corner here in Sydney on a Sunday, and a lot of the guys down there are sort of atheists, with a sort of worldview related to Marxism, and so I've been trying to learn as much as I can. So here's the title: The Atheist Historians Can't Be Trusted with the Truth. Ladies and gentlemen, seekers of truth, dodgers of truth, and those who only trust Wikipedia when it agrees with them, welcome. Let's talk about atheist historians. Smart, yes. Educated, often. Honest? Well, here's the problem. Oh, hello. Check out this fella. See, many atheist historians start their research with one big blindfold strapped across their minds. Miracles don't happen, the supernatural can't exist. Not, let me examine the evidence, not maybe something strange happened here. Nope, it's whatever it was, it can't be God. Sorry about the plane. British Airways. England. So that's like trying to study music with earplugs in. And let's be real, if your worldview already rules out miracles, no matter how many witnesses, no matter how well documented, when you're not doing history anymore, you're doing philosophy in a lab coat. It's like being a vegan food critic at a Texas BBQ festival. You're not going to give the brisket a fair shot, are you? Atheist historians claim to be objective, but they come to the Gospels, and before even reading the first verse of Matthew, they've already said, virgin birth? Impossible. Healing? Must be psychosomatic. Resurrection? Nah, hallucination. They aren't weighing the evidence, they're tossing out anything that doesn't fit their naturalistic filter. And yet, documented miracles abound. Let's talk about the evidence. And I don't mean medieval legends or someone seeing Jesus in their toast. I mean real, documented cases. Craig Keener, a highly respected scholar, compiled over 1,000 pages of documented miracles in his book Miracles, The Credibility of the New Testament Accounts. He includes medically verified cases of instant healings, exorcisms, and even people raised from the dead. Eyewitnesses included. Keener reports a woman in Mozambique who was blind, prayed for by local Christians, and her sight returned. And guess what? It was tested and confirmed by Western doctors. Keener, Volume 2, page 1070. In 2001, a pastor named Lee Stoneking had no heartbeat for 45 minutes. Paramedics called it. Later, he came back to life and testified at the United Nations. The hospital records back it up. The source? Stoneking's presentation to the UN, 2015. Even in the New Testament, written by people willing to die for their testimony, we see constant records of healings, exorcisms, resurrections. And what do atheist historians say? Oh, well, ancient people were just more gullible. Really? Because Romans knew how to crucify someone, Jesus knew death when he saw it, and Thomas wanted to touch the wounds. So who's really being gullible here? Them for believing all miracles must be fake before checking, or us for actually considering the evidence? The truth is, miracles are not irrational. They're not just non-natural. If God exists and he created the natural world, then surely he can intervene in it. That's not bad logic, that's just inconvenient for people who don't want it to be true. How goes this plane? Is that Tyre? Yeah, Tyreways. Let's be honest, atheist historians aren't neutral observers. They're more like referees in a boxing match who say that only one fighter is allowed to punch. And guess what? It's not Jesus. They strip Christianity of everything supernatural and proudly say, see, Jesus was just a good moral teacher who got unlucky. That's not historical research, that's intellectual fraud dressed up in a PhD robe. Look, if a miracle claim has multiple eyewitnesses, consistent records, collaboration from hostile sources, and evidence of changed lives, then you can't just wave it away. That's impossible. Because if it happened, it doesn't matter what your worldview says. Reality doesn't need your permission. So next time someone says, I'm a historian and I only believe what science can explain, you tell them that you're not a historian, you're a closed-minded philosopher with trust issues. Real historians follow the evidence, even when it points to a tomb that's empty. So, references for the curious and the brave. Craig Keener, Miracles, The Credibility of the New Testament, 2001. Gary Habermas and Michael Licona, The Case for the Resurrection of Jesus. Lee Strobel, The Case for Miracles. Pliny the Younger, Letter to the Trajan, The Early Christians and Exorcism Practices. New Testament, Mark 2:12, The Healing, Luke 8:2, Exorcism, John 11, Resurrection of Lazarus. Cool. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed that. Please comment below any objections or what you agree with, and yeah, just pray for the viewer, Father. I just pray that whether an atheist, whether they're Christian, Muslim or agnostic or whatever, that you just bless them, Lord, and just fill them with your Holy Spirit, Lord. Just bring them to you, Christ. If they're already a Christian, just bring them closer to you. I thank you for watching the video. God bless you, and see you in the next one. Cool. Goodbye.